Good morning.
And sir, raise your right hand and record this statement.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. You may be seated.
If we can, I think he needs to be switched over to the cart. Is that what, this one?
Should be.
You may proceed whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Mr. McFarland.
Good morning.
Now, I've been referring to you for most of the trial, and you've been sitting back there, correct?
Correct.
All right, so you're a video guy?
Yes.
What's the technical term for what you do?
Forensic video analyst.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Yes. I was in the Air Force for about 8 years as a security policeman. From there, I served at the Oakland Police Department in Oakland, California for about 12 years. And after that, I've done litigation support at a law firm, and for almost the last decade, I've been doing forensic video analysis.
Okay. Tell us about your education and training.
I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice management. I have several, almost 200, possibly more hours, 200 hours of training from an organization called LEVA, that's L-E-V-A. It stands for Law Enforcement and Emergency Services Video Analyst Association International. And this particular association focuses on audio and video forensics for people in that specific field. I've attended their training. There are 4 levels. You attend level 1 and level 2, similar to Sergeant Batchelor, who was here. You get a certification of a video technician. And then since then, I've attended level 3 and level 4, which is the final level of their particular training. And from there, you go on to get certified by the organization as a forensic video analyst.
To his qualifications as an expert.
Thank you, Mr. Becker.
Did you want to have them listen for the benefit of the jury, or would you like to just simply be recognized as an expert at this point?
I think we would ask that he be recognized as an expert, Your Honor.
Okay, an expert in what field?
Forensic video analysis.
And you have no objection? Correct. Okay, so he shall be considered an expert in that field.
Okay. So, Mr. McFarland, you were asked to do work on this particular case. What was the scope of your work for this matter?
I was provided with the cell phone video that we've watched, the dashcam video, and the body-worn camera of Officer Schurr. Those 3 videos were provided to me. I was asked to put them on a screen as a multiplex, sort of all three at the same time, to synchronize them so that the actions in the videos match, so you could see, and I'll point out those synchronization points. In addition to that, I was asked to create the same sort of matrix, but do a subtitled sort of transcript along the side for the words that were spoken that I could capture on the synchronized video. From there, I was asked to create a couple slow motion, maybe 1 slow motion exhibit, and an enlarged or magnified cell phone video exhibit. And the last thing was dispatch audio file.
Okay. And you mentioned a synchronized exhibit. Tell us how you create a synchronized exhibit.
With that exhibit, there are three videos. I decompile or export each image individually as a bitmap file. Each image is a large raster file. It has a lot of information in it. You take all of the images out of each one of the video files, and then I numbered them. I labeled them so we know what camera the particular videos came from, and then I recompiled them back together. I also exported the audio files from each of the 3, put them into an audio program, and synchronized those 3 audio files and put them back into the matrix, so we have the 3 videos that play at the same time and all 3 audios.
Okay. So let's pull up the synchronized video, which is Defense Exhibit A, and it's one that has already been admitted and the jury has already seen. And before you start anything, I want to ask you some questions about Defense Exhibit A. We've been talking a lot about RFN as sort of a way to bookmark particular parts of the synchronized video. What does RFN mean?
RFN is a relative frame number. With each video, as you see the dashcam videos on screen, there's what's called an AFN, which is an absolute frame number. For instance, the very first frame you see is number 1. The very first relative frame for the overall matrix is number 1. If I scrub forward just a little bit, I'll show you. We have an AFN that's on the dashcam. That's the absolute frame number for the dashcam. And down here on the bottom, we have an AFN for the cell phone video. So the reason we have an RFN is that when you look at this matrix, you refer to this as sort of the index or bookmark for the particular video.
And how many RFN relative frames are there in 1 second?
In 1 second, this
Yeah.
particular video, 30.
30. So 1 to 30 is actually 1 second, but it's broken down 1/30th at a time. Is that
Correct. Each image is 33 1/1000ths of a second.
All right. Can you show the jury a couple of the synchronization points to show them how you did this?
Sure. One synchronization point is the time when Mr. Lyoya closes the door to his car.
And you can say which point you're talking about at the time you're talking about it.
Yes, Mr. McFarland, if you could continually reference the RFN number.
Yes. So I'm going to first, because the purpose of this type of tool is to use it as sort of an analytical tool. It's tough to watch everything all at once, so you want to watch one video and then the next and then the next, and then you'll want to watch them all together. So right here, if we look at RFN 3103 in the dash cam, you see in the center of the image, the light from Officer Schurr's car glinting off of the door, the driver's side door that Mr. Lyoya is closing. I'm going forward a single frame at a time, and there we see it at 3107, it's closed. So if I go down to it's still open, let me close it. Shut right there. 3108, it's closed. In the image below, it's closed. And so when we take it out, you can see the doors open and close in both images. There's another synchronization point with the action of Officer Schurr's foot, his right foot. And I'm at 5733, I believe. Let me find it. Just a second, looking at my notes. So it's right here. When we're at 5756, we inch forward, and you look at the cell phone video, and I'm going to bring that in so you can see what I'm talking about. You see Officer Schurr's right foot. I'm going to back it up, and then I'm going to move it forward. And right here we see his right foot is underneath Mr. Lyoya's left leg. If I go down, and that is RFN 5760. So I go down to the body-worn camera and back it up. You see his foot disappears just because it's off the image. When I inch forward, we see it's in place at 5761, 5760.
Okay, thank you. That was very interesting, but what's the point of doing the synchronization as a forensic video analyst?
When you do a multi-view, you want the people who are viewing what you have on the screen to understand that it's synchronized, that you're not just throwing 3 videos up there and playing them and hoping that they can understand what's happening. So you synchronize the dash cam with the body-worn camera, and then the cell phone video was only on for a short time, but I was only able to synchronize that with the body-worn camera. And so that shows that all 3 have synchronization points.
And what's the benefit of having a synchronized video?
It's a multi-view, sort of give you different angles of the incident. Because when you look at a video, you're looking at a 2-dimensional image of a 3-dimensional incident. When you have multiple angles, you can see what's occurring from different camera angles at the same time, simultaneously.
Can you give us an example of what you're talking about?
Yes. We could go, well, here's an example. So on the RFN 4696, I'll zoom in so we can see what's happening here. We see Officer Schurr on the back of Mr. Lyoya. We see his right arm over Mr. Lyoya's right shoulder, and it's tough to tell because it's at a distance and it's a bit pixelated, but we see sort of the same thing. But when you back out and you look at it, we also see in the distance, I believe that's Fred Butler in the white t-shirt. He's got his arm extended and he's pointing. And if I inch forward, you see the movement of Officer Schurr's left elbow come up. That's when he grabs his radio. So I'm going to go back to 4697, and I'm going to go forward to 4703, and I'll continue to go forward. And we see in both of the videos the left or the right arm of Mr. Lyoya come up. I can go back and forward. And then if I play it, we're at 4726. You see them both up and standing at 4810.
Okay, and you did that, you watched all the videos in synchronized format and analyzed it pretty much frame by frame, right?
Correct.
And you also created a synchronized exhibit that includes a transcript.
Yes.
Tell us how you created that.
It is the same video, the synchronized video. I just added a section of pixels on the right side of it, and I had the audio playing in a separate program. And when words were spoken, at the time the words were spoken, they started to be spoken, I would put the sentence or the phrase into the video itself as the subtitles is what they're saying, so that the statement starts, as on the screen, starts at the same time.
Okay. And this has already been admitted as Defense Exhibit B, Your Honor. If you could go ahead and play that video start to finish
Yes.
at normal speed.
Yes.
Nelson, North of Grace, Edward King Hall, 9367, Hamilton. Hey, stay in the car! Stay in the car! Stay in the car! Get in the car! Dude, I'm stopping you. You have a license? You have a license? I'm stopping you. Do you have a license? Do you have a driver's license? Do you speak English?
Yes.
Can I see your license?
What do you want?
The plate doesn't belong in this car. Do you have a license or no? Do you have a driver's license?
Yes.
Where's that?
It's in the car.
Get it for me. The plate does not belong in this car.
Nothing on that, on that. Okay.
No, no, no. Stop. Stop. Put your hands up. Stop. I can't take it. Yeah, we're on it. We're on it. Go, stop, stop, stop. Stop. Stop.
Okay.
Stop. Stop.
Okay.
Get your hands behind your back.
Okay.
Hands behind your back.
Okay.
Your hands behind your back. Stop! Stop resisting!
Ain't good now, you see nothing, but why you gotta do what I'm right? He's good, man.
Let go of the taser! Let go of the taser!
No, like he's good, like you can talk to him, bro.
1715.
Yeah, like he's good, bro. Like, can you talk to him like good, like, can you, yeah. Stop grabbing him like that. Now he's good at first. Yo, you hit him too. No, he ain't got no taser. I see.
Let's go, taser!
6010, how many turns you got going?
Stop taser!
Everyone. Six in total. Is this time zone, no celebrate? It is.
Get back!
1915. Oh, yes. Full of the shooting. That was great. 1915, 10-4, Nelson agrees. Starting medical. Nelson. Nelson agrees, that's the floor. Suspects down. Nelson. Nelson, North Greg, suspect down. 1920, I've seen. 1610, what's your subject? The access to any weapons, what do you think? 1950, has my taser. for addressing one more. 1625, just for addressing one more. Can I start the label to the third switch? There's only been one.
and they're staging till we figure it out.
I got the car on the driver's side. Alright, you should go through that car.
16, we're going to get Patrick Northwest.
10-4, unit now is seen heading to the north off Oroville. 1918 looks like you're coming in.
1918 Oroville.
Definitely.
We're between 1746 and 1752. Can you call those two residents for Richard over to that, please?
Definitely. Clear, we'll be moving up to record 8.
Now, Mr. McFarland, at the beginning of this video, and we've seen it several times by now, you see Officer Schurr in his car as his body cam goes on, but there's no sound. Can you
Right.
explain why that is?
The Axon Body 3 at this particular time had what's called a pre-event record buffer. And what happens with that is your body-worn camera is constantly buffering. It's capturing images. When the officer activates the camera, that only activates the audio, but what it does is save or preserve the last 30 seconds of images. So when this camera right here is on, he actually didn't activate it until 30 seconds later. These are images that were in this buffer, so to speak, for 30 seconds.
And, you created this transcript. Are you the one that created the transcript?
Yes,
And you used headphones to listen?
I did.
Okay, and it's to the best of your ability, but you understand the jury is the one that decides what is actually being said.
Correct.
This isn't a certified court reporter transcript.
It is not.
All right, so you made some smaller videos related to the cell phone. That's Mr. Tuyasheme's cell phone, right?
Right.
And those are C1, C2, C3, and C4.
Yes.
Why did you do that?
When you look at the matrix or the three videos on the screen at the same time, you can see the cell phone videos sort of long and tall and distant. And the reason for the creation of the cell phone video is to crop the top just because that's where all of the action occurred. Nothing happened in the lower half of the cell phone video. So I made that so it could fit on the screen without continually zooming and in and out and such. Also, that the other two exhibits were the motion tracking for the taser wires and or the probes, and then the final one was the part of the incident in slow motion.
Okay, well, so let's start with C1. This is the cropped image. Could you play that for the jury, please?
Yes. Oops. So this is the first frame. Up here on the left, I put the RFN number, just because we've been relating to the RFN number and everything. This is the RFN number where the cell phone video lands in the synchronized exhibit.
And what is that number?
The RFN number 4146, I believe.
And that's when the cell phone video starts?
In RFN 4146, correct. I'll play it.
Hands behind your back!
You can't just you good like
Put your hands behind your back!
Don't bring him like that though. Yeah.
1950, several more cars.
No, he said he's good for me. But yo, what's up, man?
Stop! Okay. Stop resisting!
No, he good not resisting nothing, bro. Okay, why you gotta do all that, bro? He good, man.
Let go of the taser! Let go of the taser!
No, like he good, like you can talk to him, bro. Like he good, bro. Like can you talk to him like good, like can you? Yeah. Stop grabbing him like that.
No!
Nah, he good at it for real. Yo, you hit him too.
Let go of the taser!
Nah, he ain't brought no taser. I see that.
Let go of the taser! Drop the taser! Get back! Get back! 1915, I was just involved in shooting. Nelson Grant. Nelson, look at me,
Okay, and then you made additional videos from that video. Exhibit C2, can you tell us what we can see and then play the video?
Yes, this is the last part. This is a segment of the cell phone video. It is,
This is C2, right? Exhibit C2?
C2?
yes,
Mr. McFarland, you're using C2, Mr. McFarland?
I am. This is 6 seconds in length. It's the last portion prior to the shot being fired.
Go ahead and play.
Drop taser!
And now there's a yellow box in the bottom of Exhibit C2. Can you describe to the jury what you did there and why it's
That particular portion there, I magnified what you could see in the smaller box in the video, and that was to capture the taser in the hand of Mr. Lyoya.
and Exhibit C3?
This is, it looks like the same thing, same exhibit.
Is it in the same speed or is it slow?
Let's
slow
see.
motion?
Slow motion,
Okay. So that
5 frames per second.
All right, so the difference is the speed of the play.
Yes. And again, this stops prior to the shot being fired, about 15 frames or half a second.
Okay. And, you know, we neglected to say the RFN numbers
Okay.
for C.
For both those exhibits are RFN 7407 through 7602.
And then there's a C4.
Yes.
What is exhibit C4?
This is just the full length with no motion tracking. It just runs the length of the incident. Oh, I guess it does. So it's a mixture of, it has the taser wire motion tracking, and it also has the magnification part where we point out Mr. Lyoya in possession of the taser.
Well, let's talk about you said it's the taser wire motion tracking. What do you, bless you, what do you mean by that?
I put the video in my forensic software, AMP5, and I circled the images where the taser probes were present and they were being dragged across the lawn. And it's motion tracking is what it's considered when you do a single frame advance and you keep that circle over it and you go all the way to where it's no longer useful, and then you back it up and you put a different circle around the other one and you do the same thing. And then when you play the video, those filters are applied over the video to show you where those taser probes are going.
Okay, and this program that you use is called AMP5. It's the same one that Sergeant Batchelor uses?
Yes, AMP is just the word AMP, and 5 is FIVE. It's an acronym for Forensic Image and Video Enhancement.
Well, we don't want to see the whole video again. Could you just go to the part where you just referenced with the wires and the motion tracking?
Yes.
And reference the RFN number and then tell us what you're seeing here.
Okay, we're at RFN 5719. The yellow circle, it's kind of hard to tell now, but it's encircling one of the probes. And the reason I knew that that's where it was is because I watched this enough times and watched it go across the grass that I had to back up to where I first could see it and circle it. And then I can inch forward from RFN 5719 and you can see it move across the grass. And then you see the blue circle come on, and that's another probe, same sort of motion tracking, and I follow that as they both are.
If you could stop for a second and back up 2 frames, maybe 3. You can actually see some sort of gray-white thing dropping down. Do you know what that is?
Gray-white thing.
Is it rain?
Oh, yes, those are raindrops.
So this is slow enough, you can actually see the rain coming across
Yes,
the lens.
sort of motion blur, but you can see the raindrops as they're descending. You could also see in this on Officer Schurr's right leg, and I'll zoom in a little. Those are the taser wires. I'm not sure who they're wrapped around, but those are the wires of the taser going across Officer Schurr's right lower leg. And I can inch forward. Now we can see that they're look to be to the around Mr. Lyoya. And we continue forward 5741, and we can see the probes move 5754. I lost the blue one momentarily. And I picked it back up at 5775, and I'll just inch forward and you can see the probes move. Here we are at 5790. They seem to be sort of stable. Closer together at 5809. And that's sort of where they end up. 5827.
You analyzed all these videos, and you looked at them many times, I assume.
I did.
Okay. And you were able to find significant points like this, where the taser wires, you could actually see them sort of bouncing across the lawn.
Yes.
All right. You have the ability to take still shots and create exhibits on the stand, correct?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to ask you to do that as we go along. You don't have to make the exhibit now, but if you could, we could just say, we're going to make an exhibit now, and then make them all later, and can you put that in a file, and then we'll ask the court if we can move it into evidence?
Yes, I would do sequential images.
Okay. And we're going to start with the majority of the moments that you're going to capture. Is it from a particular exhibit, A, B, or C, or
I would say that the best exhibit is the one with the transcript.
okay, and that's B. So when I call out an exhibit, I'd like you to note that RFN for the record, explain what's on there, and then we'll identify it, and then I'll move it in for admission at the completion of your testimony.
Okay.
All right. And now you saw significant points. Obviously, it's not that long of a video, relatively speaking, right?
Correct.
But the advantage of blowing things up is to show the jury things that is not readily apparent from just watching either the cell phone video or the body cam.
That's correct.
All right. I'd like you to go to RFN 265. It's basically the start of the video. And play that till about 3:14. Tell us what's going on here.
Okay. So 265. This is the part of the incident where Officer Schurr is making just about completing a U-turn to pull in behind Mr. Lyoya, and in the distance, where my arrow is pointing in the dash cam, almost in the middle of the dash cam image, we can see a car, and that car is Mr. Lyoya's car. And if I play it forward, you can see the car move and also Officer Schurr accelerate. And I'm sorry, where did you want me to go to?
3:14.
Okay.
That's not very long, is it?
No.
If you could mark as exhibit, I think we have B1. Just to be safe, we're going to call this B3. And if you could back it up a little bit so you could see Mr. Lyoya's car. And that would be RFN 269, and that's going to be exhibit B3.
Okay.
And then further on in the video, Mr. Lyoya takes a second right turn. Can you go to that around RFN 499?
Back up here.
Go ahead and play a little bit.
So we'll start at RFN 492. On the right side of the dash cam, you see brake lights. And this is Mr. Lyoya's car down the street a little bit, and I'll play it. And at 696, Mr. Lyoya completes the right-hand turn.
Okay, and we can mark that as B4, RFN 696. And then if you could go forward to Officer Schurr, calling the stop out and Mr. Lyoya exiting the car.
So this is right about RFN 1020, and what you'll see here in the dash cam or the body-worn camera video, you're going to see Officer Schurr's hand coming up across toward his face with a police microphone in his hand, his right hand, and Mr. Lyoya exiting his car.
Nelson, 4th degrees, recovered King Paul, 9367, Hamilton. Hey, stay in the car!
And And we're at RFN 1280. Could you tell the jury what they see in this part of the synchronized video?
This is Officer Schurr getting out of his car right after Mr. Lyoya exited his car.
Okay, and that's going to be marked as B5. And if you could play forward until we get to where Mr. Chiyoshime opens the glove box.
Stay in the car! Stay in the car! Get in the car! Dude, I'm stopping you. You have a license? You have a license? I'm stopping you. Do you have a license? Do you have a driver's license? Do you speak English?
Yes.
Can I see your license?
What do you want?
The plate doesn't belong on this car. Do you have a license or no? Do you have a driver's license?
Yes.
Where is that? Get it for me.
What do you want?
The plate does not belong on this car.
So I'm going to pause here at 2737,
Okay.
and I'm going to zoom in on the body-worn camera. And at the near the B pillar of the car, there's a hand that is the right passenger. And as I inch it forward, you're going to see he right there opens the glove box, and the glove box is open at RFN 2807.
And can you toggle back and forth so you can see the glove box open and close?
Yes. Closed. Open.
And the order's open, close, right? Not close, open.
Oh, I just reversed it, sorry.
And so could you find an RFM where you can see Mr. Chiyoshime's hand on the glove box?
Yes. RFN 2759.
That's going to be B6. And if you could go forward to the point where Mr. Lyoya breaks away and shoves Officer Schurr.
Yes. Okay, RFN 3317.
Okay, and what do you see on that?
You see the clenched fist of Mr. Lyoya, his left fist. You can see his right hand, and you see Officer Schurr holding the left and right wrists of Mr. Lyoya with his left and right hands.
Okay, you could make that B7. What was it? RFN 3317?
Yes.
If you could go forward to the point of the breakaway.
Okay. I'll play it and then come back.
Okay.
More or less right here to 3349 where he's completely free.
Okay, and is there any point where you see Officer Schurr be shoved backwards?
Yes. So I'll go back to 3317. And then I'm going to single frame advance the images. So if we advance to 3318, we see the right hand of Mr. Lyoya come closer to Officer Schurr's body-worn camera. Then his right hand breaks free from Officer Schurr's right hand, and I'm inching forward. At 3329, Officer Schurr grabs the right shoulder area of the sweater Mr. Lyoya has on. And you can see in 333, Officer Schurr's hands are now sort of crossed in front of him, and you see Mr. Lyoya's arms and hands are up in the area of the forearms of Officer Schurr. And as we inch forward, to 3340, we can see the knuckles from the right hand of Mr. Lyoya over Officer Schurr's left forearm. We can see Officer Schurr's left hand making contact with his right forearm. And then as we continue forward to 3344, we see that Mr. Lyoya is completely free. But if we back up at the point of 3340, this is right around, I'm going to go back to 3338 and single frame advance and just pay attention to the dash cam. Officer Schurr, both feet are off the ground. And I go back and you can see Officer Schurr stop right there. So you toggle this action and you see, you saw what happened in the body worn camera, but now you have it from a different angle. And I toggled that section 3345 to 3345.
You said you toggled 3345, but I think you said 3345 again. When you say toggle, you mean you're moving from frame to frame.
It's 3338 to 3345.
Okay, and do you have the ability to take multiple images and put them in one exhibit?
Yes.
Okay, and so can you mark 3338 to 3345 as B8?
Okay.
Okay, and at this point, you also have a timer, and it's in the bottom right of the exhibit B, and it keeps time to the second, and then it's 8, 12, 55, and you have .403. Now, we're not used to even the 55. Can you explain to what degree of accuracy the clock is?
So the 403 is milliseconds. Because there are 30 frames in a second, when you watch a video and you say, I'm stopping the video at 3 minutes and 55 seconds into the video, the question becomes, well, which one of those 30 images did you stop on? So that's the reason for the numbering, but also for the millisecond. If you wanted to understand timing, you would understand everything right down to the millisecond.
Okay, and you were asked to figure out some timing, and you were asked how much time it elapsed from the time Mr. Lyoya exited his car to this point right here in RFN 3338.
Yes, that was approximately 1 minute and 10 seconds.
All right, and now we're going to skip forward to past the chase to the point where Mr. Lyoya first gets to his feet.
Okay. We're going to RFN 3582, and I'm going to zoom in on the dash cam. And you can see, if I toggle forward and back, you can see that the legs and feet of Officer Schurr up in the air as he's on the back of Mr. Lyoya. And they're both appear to be facing northbound.
That direction's north?
Going toward, from the back of the car, Mr. Lyoya's car, to the front is north.
Okay. You actually figured that out?
He said somebody was running northbound.
Okay. Oh, I'm okay. All right. And so if you could toggle forward or play forward to 3778.
You can't see the RFN when I'm zoomed in, sorry.
Okay.
So there was about right here.
Okay.
3778, and I'll zoom back in on the dash cam video. And you can see Mr. Lyoya's up to his feet.
Okay, what RFN are you on?
3778.
And you previously had showed us in the dash cam video where Officer Schurr's feet were in the air and they were headed north.
Yes.
Do you recall what RFN that was?
The first one of this,
Yeah, I forgot to ask you.
that would be 3582. Let me go back and make sure.
Yeah, at this point, I'm gonna object. I don't know what the relevance is. They can play around with the video as much as they want in the jury room. So I mean, I was giving them some leeway, but I don't know what we're doing here.
Not right, published in the jury, things that the forensic analyst has either blown up. They won't have the ability to blow these up. Certainly the jury's,
What's your response to his objection about the relevance of?
I'm explaining, the relevance is, we're showing, publishing to the jury, blown up and highlighted areas that the expert is specifying. And he's explaining how he made those exhibits, and I'm making exhibits for the jury's consideration, so they can view the evidence through Mr. McFarland's work.
Is it cumulative?
Sure, I mean, it's up to your discretion. That's my objection. I gave you some leeway, but this seems to be going on.
Well, it's pretty cumulative, I believe, and I mean, the jury will have your exhibit, so I don't know that highlighting certain portions is relevant to.
I don't know that the jury is going to have the ability to blow anything up, Your Honor, or,
Or if they want to.
well, I mean, they may not want to, that's up to them, but I've seen the TV, it's a box TV back there, there's still ability. Certainly the jury, at the end of the questioning, can ask Mr. McFarland if they want to blow something up right now and make an exhibit.
So, I mean, what I'll do is I'll sustain the objection. This doesn't seem like a good use of the court's time to go through each frame and blow certain ones up and making them into separate exhibits. Obviously, the jury will have access to the exhibit. They can play it as fast or as slow as they would like. If they're unable to see it in the jury room for any reason, we can certainly come back out and play for them whatever they would like on the record and blow it up.
Your Honor, may I just make a record of the ones that we're going to blow up and move them into evidence?
How
And
many
then,
are there? Because it sounds like there's.
well, there are much less than the thousands that the prosecution has entered into evidence, but
Well, I don't recall them doing any thousands of blown up images.
they went through and published some of the thousands that they, or I think it said it was about 1,000
Thousand what?
images. That's their exhibit. He broke down still frames, and then he's been calling them out through the testimony. And so we'd like the opportunity to do the same.
I don't recall this happening in prosecution's case in chief, but I do find that, again, this is cumulative, and so I'm gonna sustain the objection. I'm not sure the benefit of this exercise to the jury. I don't know that it's a good use of our time.
Your Honor, my client has a right to present a defense. We believe that that includes analyzing the video in front of the jury. We're far away. If these things need to be blown up, they're not going to have the ability to blow it up. I think they're entitled to see what Mr. McFarland's work has been done. There's no objection to his qualifications. There's no objections to the exhibit. But I would like to make additional exhibits that we believe are important to the defense of my client. If the court's not willing to let me publish them now, I would like to be able to enter them into evidence at a later time. I can recall Mr. McFarland without publishing them to the jury. And that would save some time if that's the court's concern.
That is my concern, because this seems like it's very time consuming.
I have no objection to that. If they want to create something off-site and we can take a look at that, that's fine. It just seems like this
Would
is.
you like to blow up certain parts of, because it sounds like you're creating an exhibit as we're sitting here with.
We are,
the,
yeah.
And I don't believe that that is something your client would have a right to do, create exhibits on the fly like this. witness. So, it sounds like there's no problem with your witness creating additional exhibits that go along with this one to blow up the areas that you would like for him to without us having him to go frame by frame and doing that on the record.
Okay, Your Honor, what I'd like to do is, well, to save time, we'll have our coordinated, and then we can always recall Mr. McFarland and the jury if they want to pass a note that we'd like to see this part blown up or something. Certainly that's something that they can do now. It's going to be a lot easier with the software that they're not going to have unless the court is going to allow us.
Again, I'm not saying you can't put those exhibits in. I'm saying you're creating the exhibits and saying, stop at this, go this many frames. Oh, wait, go back. I think I forgot which one we were at. So he's creating the exhibit on the fly right now. I don't have any problem if there's no objection, especially to admitting those exhibits if they're created. I just don't think it's a good use of time to create them on the record right now. So I'm not sure. So I'm sustaining the objection to the extent that it.
It's a waste of time.
And it's a bit cumulative.
Well, I don't know that it's cumulative, Your Honor, since we're not taking the same picture over and over again. And so what we'll do, Your Honor, is we're at B10. We had a number about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So you have more areas that you would like blown up.
Yeah, so-
This witness, so he can do that, create that, and then you can certainly recall him, and then he can go through those particular ones, and then I think that would be more efficient for the
Okay.
court.
Fair enough, Your Honor, we can do that.
Okay. Did you have other questions for him, or was that?
No, that's all he's doing is looking at the videos.
Okay. So, okay.
Okay, I'm not going to have you play this one, but the Exhibit HH, it's already in evidence. Can you tell the jury what that is?
This is the truncated dispatch audio. We received this audio file of the communications between dispatch and Officer Schurr and other units in the field. It wasn't received in real time. It was each individual transmission put into one continuous stream. And for that particular exhibit, I took the audio from the synchronized video file and put that in an audio program called Audacity, and then I put silence in between the transmissions to match the timing of the transmissions in the synchronized video, so that when you listen to the dispatch audio, it plays back in real time.
Okay, and we'll publish that at a later time, Your Honor. And I just wanted him to explain what it was.
So you don't want to publish that now, we want to wait until you recall.
How long is it?
I think it's 4 minutes long.
I mean, it's up to you if you want to publish it now, that's fine, since it's already been admitted.
Okay, if the court's okay with that, we'll just publish it now. If you could just play HH.
was down.
1915.
Nelson, North of Great, W2 Paul, 9367, Dan Nelson.
Nelson and Graves.
So we're hearing nothing right now. What does that mean?
That's the time when Officer Schurr announced the car stop, and the car stop was acknowledged by dispatch. And there's silence because nobody else is providing any transmissions.
Okay, so this is only Officer Schurr and dispatch. What's dispatch?
Dispatch is the police dispatcher at the police department in the communications division. They're the ones who receive the transmission from the officers.
Got one running. North, back.
One running north down, additional units Nelson and Griggs.
Service more cars.
1915, what's your location? What's your location? $19.15.
How many cars you got going?
Everyone. Six in total.
Is this car cell Nelson and Greg?
It is.
1915. I'll just involved in shooting. Healthy Grace.
1915, 10-4, Nelson and Griggs. Starting medical.
Thank you, Mitzi. I'm Nelson. North of Grace, I'm 10-4. Suspect down.
1170, I'll be 1223.
Nelson, north of Griggs, suspect down.
1920, I've seen. 1510, where's your subject? The access to any weapons and which way you think?
1950 has my taser.
We're addressing one more.
1625, 10-4, addressing one more.
Why don't you start a couple of them, start of the switch.
They're on the way, mid one. They're staging until we figure it out.
chase, Your Honor. And so I think the plan is for Mr. McFarland to step down but not be excused.
Right. So, sir, you may step down at this time, and Mr. Becker, I'll wait and allow you to do cross-examination once they're finished creating those exhibits, and then I believe moving further admission and possibly publishing it for the jury, and then I'll let you do the cross unless you want to cross on what's been asked.
I have no cross right now, so unless, depends on what you present with this exhibits, but at this point in time, I would have no cross.
Okay. All right, so then you may step down, Mr. McFarland, and we'll call you next week.
No, we need a break. We're not ready to call someone right now, but we thought we had done by half hour.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so, I guess we can for lunch now?
That's okay, Your Honor. I know it's a bit early. Maybe people are hungry.
Okay. So then that means we start back up earlier, because we still have the same hour-long break. There's also, you have a question for the witness? Oh. So my clerk will grab it, we'll see if you need to answer it now, or if you can wait until he's recalled, because he will be recalled. I think this is a fair question, but. Asterisks on some of the subtitles.
Good question. The comments that are, get the keys, Amy, get the keys, there were 3 comments, they had the asterisk next to them. That was there because the audio, when I synchronized the 3 audios together, the body-worn camera kind of distorted some of the sound. When you listen to those comments, they're more clear on the cell phone video all by itself. So the asterisk was there just to point out that you can hear them, but if you want to hear them better, look at the cell phone video and listen to that audio.
Great, thank you. We'll take a break for lunch and we'll come back at 1:45. It's almost 1:45. I don't know if that'll be enough. I don't know if the lunch delivery works, but anyway, we'll make sure everyone eats. Meanwhile, if you please leave your notes again upside down in your chairs. Please remember to not discuss the case with each other or with anyone else. Also, please remember the restrictions with respect to news reports on the media, in the media and on social media. And then we'll see you back in about an hour or so.
Thank you, you may be seated.
Anything else you want to address at this point?
Just a reminder, Heather, when we are supposed to be back.
1:45. So they'll get an hour, just breaking for an hour for lunch. So right now it's 11, almost 11:40, so we'll come back at 12:45.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.